Hi there and welcome to this video where I want to show you how to use the AVB markets, or how to analyze horses for the AVB markets, otherwise known as the match bet markets in horse racing. These are available with some bookmakers and also on the betting exchanges, and in these markets we take two horses in the race and put them head to head. So this is like betting on just two horses, despite it being as part of a race with maybe 10, 12 or more horses, but we only get to focus on two, and that's what makes this such a good way to learn how to bet on horse racing, because the choice of the horses that we're looking at is done for us. We only have to compare two horses and it makes it a much simpler proposition. So we're going to jump in and we're going to have a look at how we can analyze these races. So I'm going to start by coming over to Betfair and having a look at the next race taking place today. That's going to be the 6 o'clock at Chester. That's 8 minutes away. There's an AVB market. You can see that up here, AVB market just there. And this is now nicely formed. There's only £105. We've got 8 minutes until this race goes off, and I would expect this market to pick up kind of around the 5-minute mark. So let's come over here and let's find, this is the Race Advisor website, and let's come to the 6 o'clock at Chester. Now just flipping back, the two horses that are in this market are Gabriel the Wire and Carnival Zane. So those are the two horses that we're going to be focusing on. And I'm going to scroll straight down here and find Gabriel Wire here and Carnival Zane here. I'm going to start by eliminating all the other horses from this race card just to make it visually a bit easier. And the first thing I see is Gabriel Wire has 14% chance of winning and Carnival Zane has an 11% chance of winning. So Gabriel the Wire is a little bit ahead, but not significantly. Now, Gabriel the Wire's jockey is doing very well in the last 14 days, but not so much the trainer, but absolutely fine with the trainer, nothing to worry about. That would be red if there was something to worry about. And Carnival Zane, the trainer's doing really well the last 14 days, not so much the jockey. Again, nothing to worry about. That would be red if it was something to worry about. We can see here by the fact that these icons are blue that this horse has previously won in handicaps, class, going and over the course and distance. These ones are grey. That means that this horse has not placed here. So that again tells us straight away Gabriel the Wire is the horse that's probably most likely to be better here than Carnival Zane. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to open each of these horses. Here we go. We're going to start with Gabriel the Wire. The first thing I notice on the right-hand side is this horse has been improving. We had a drop down here 3 races back, but otherwise we've seen a pretty small improvement, but still going in the right direction. That graph is green. Does Gabriel the Wire suit this race? 36%. So yes, it does suit this race, particularly at the class. Everything else is pretty much average. So again, really interesting. Next, I'm going to come down to the actual past races. But before I do that, this is a flat turf race. Good ground, 7 furlongs for £11,000. So coming down here, I'm looking for a flat turf race where the horses perform well. We've got one here back on the 23rd of October, quite a while away. But the ground was soft. Have we got any good ground finishes? We've got a good to firm back here, but that was back in the 11th of June 2021, and it only marginally won here, Gabriel the Zane, and on good to firm, but there's a potential there. On the flat turf, again, this horse hasn't got that many good runs really, but we've got some flat turfs, we've got similar class, we've got distance. So the distance, the distance and the class by which I look at the prize money and the race type, all of these things, they're kind of looking okay, good. If we were looking in the context of the entire race, there might be some concerns, but we're only looking directly compared to Carnival Zane. So let's open Carnival Zane. Carnival Zane is also kind of improving, possibly a little bit better there without the big dips, but again, not hugely, just kind of a gentle improvement. Doesn't suit the race over here quite so well. The horse strength is less. We haven't had good races on the ground. 50% on the distance, 33% on the race type, but nothing around the same class. Dropping down here to the previous form, we can see a good race here. Flat turf, but 1 mile, so similar distance, 3k, lower class. beaten but just by 0.3 lengths. We've got some good races here on good to firm and good to soft, so the ground should be okay for this horse. And these are quite nice, the same distance, flat turf, good to firm, good to soft. So I quite like these two. These two are good indicators for me. And they're quite recent as well. They're this year. So I like the fact that they're this year. I like the fact that they're more recent. So actually, for me, Carnival Zane is possibly going to take the edge here. We've got 4 minutes now till this race goes off. I'm just going to cross-check this with Gabriel the Wire. Gabriel the Wire's speed rating is higher, 169 in the last race versus Carnival Zane's of 132. So Gabriel the Wire's significantly higher speed rating there, but we are going back to last year to get a good race. The last one out you could consider to be quite good, but was in a lower class race. And didn't really make any impression. So there are some concerns there, despite having raced faster last time out. Let's drop over to the market, see where we're at. Gabriel the Wire higher, Carnival Zane sitting at higher odds. Sorry, Gabriel the Wire, the favourite here. This is the one with a higher speed rating, just to remind you. And Carnival Zane sitting at lower in the market. So my question now is, do I think Gabriel the Wire is worth the risk, or do I think Carnival Zane is worth the risk in this race? Well, I'm actually going to take a look at the win market here to see the difference between them. And we've got 4.3 and 5.5. And that also helps to inform my opinion about the odds, because it's telling me there's not much between them. It's telling me that actually my preference for Carnival Zane is that this horse has shown better improvement, although the speed hasn't been as strong, but it's more recent. Gabriel the Wire hasn't really had a good race since 2021. The last race was okay, but was at a lower class and wasn't great. So I'm going to go with Carnival Zane at the better odds here in this race at 2.22. Let's stake, let's put just a tenner for this example on this race and place that bet there. There we go. So that goes into the market. We got, I think it's open at the moment. Yeah, it's still sitting open at 2.22. We'll keep an eye because there's only a couple of minutes now to the race. Hopefully we'll get matched as the money starts to come in. We're getting matched on that now, partly there. Not much, but a little bit. Let's just keep refreshing for the next moment or so. See if we can get matched before the race goes off at 2.22. And again, because we're getting struggled to get matched, that does indicate to me as well that this odds are pretty good for this horse. The money should start to come in a little bit here. You can also do this with bookmakers, and obviously you don't have the same issue over liquidity with the bookmakers. If you can bet at the bookmakers, they do offer AVB betting, but sometimes it's called match betting. As you can see here, we also get it called match betting on Betfair as well. Okay, I think we might get matched. Let's see, there's a bit more money coming in now in the last few seconds. I'm keeping an eye on the clock. I'm going to be at the front of this queue, so I'm just seeing what's going on, and I'm not sure I'm going to get matched at that amount, so I'm just going to drop this down here to 2.2 and sit on that there. See if we can get matched at 2.2. And now the market's starting to drop on this horse. So I'm just to get matched on this race, I'm going to come in at 2.16 so I can get matched before the off. And there we go. I actually end up getting matched at 2.2. So not too bad there. 2.2, not for most of it, instead of 2.22. So there we go. That's how you analyze a race head-to-head market. This would, if Carnival Zane wins, I'm going to make 100% on this race, obviously at 2.2. Let's see what happens. Thank you very much for watching this video. The whole benefit of using head-to-head racing or matched racing is that you can do it quickly, you can do it fast, and you can learn how to read a horse's form really quickly. Hi there, so I'm come back now. The race has just finished. It's 7 furlongs. It's a couple of minutes after I finished the last one. We do this pretty quick. And as you can see here, Carnival Zane came in as the winner in total in this race. Gabriel Wire faded, which is exactly what we saw happen. If we come back into the previous form, that's exactly what we saw happen in the last race. Made no impressions, 2 furlongs out. and actually didn't even make the late headway this time. Carnival Zane just took over. So that was a great bet for us, 2.2. We made a nice profit, 100% there. That is how you go about analysing a head-to-head race. As you can see, you don't have to have huge stakes to be doing nice profits from these races. The key to this is to do a lot of them, to get practice in, to keep going, practice until you get familiar with how to look at the form for the horses. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you're new to the Race Advisors channel, please hit that subscribe button below and make sure you follow it. Watch one of the other videos that's about to pop up on your screen now. Thank you very much for watching. Any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.